And welcome to this demonstration of the WJ21 guitar wireless system. Comes in this box. We have a transmitter and a receiver, and this is by Newbee. I don't know them very well, so I suppose we'll test these out. Now, this is a relatively simple type of product. It's a transmitter and receiver, usually meant for guitar. We're going to try it with the bass as well. We have my ERT and my Schecter. That bass is just so good looking. I'm not a great player though, so don't make fun of me too much. We're gonna plug it into our Donner M3 wireless amp here. We don't need to plug it in because it uses batteries. All right, so opening this bad boy up. Nice package so far. Nice and secure. We got a case, a carrying case. Ooh, look at that. Guess we need to carry our transmitters and receivers. We have a warranty card. We have some paperwork, then we have our instructions, which we almost never need to read. All right, opening up our case. Look at that. Now you don't need to keep it plugged in. Well, you shouldn't anyway, because you'll have an active base for this, and it just uses up all the battery. So you don't actually want to keep this plugged in, or guitar. It comes with picks too. It says gift. Well, thank you. I could always use an extra few picks. I'll add this to my pile of a few hundred picks. Inside here as well, we have the transmitter and receiver themselves, and we have the charger. It's a USB-C. We love to see USB-C instead of micro USB. And it is a double charger, so you can charge both of these at once. It doesn't come with a charging brick, obviously. It wouldn't fit in here, but you'll probably have many, many of those. All right, let's put this back in. These probably come with their own charge so far. Taking these out. Standard design looks like. I'm going to put this down for now. So here are the transmitter and receiver, and it looks like we'll be able to take off some plastic film, which is always fun. All right, this is the transmitter. It says so over there. This is the receiver. It says so over there. On the side, we have the USB-C port. We have the pairing button, and we have the on and off switch. On the other side, there's nothing. This is a very understated design, which I do like. I don't want my transmitter to show off very much when it's plugged into the guitar. I kind of just want to look like I'm free floating there. This is pretty sturdy. It holds its position. Now, the plastic feels, it's weighty in that it feels solid. The plastic looks a little bit cheap, but it looks like it'll hold its own. Now we finally get to take the plastic off, so let's start there. Come on. Nice. And number 2. Okay, let's see. There we go. Missed. I bet I'm like ruining some people's ADHD right now. All right. There we go. All right. It's got a fingerprint magnet on the front. I don't know why. Maybe there's LEDs under there? Yeah, there are LEDs under there. Barely visible. So it looks like they're blue right now, and there's a light here that's blinking green. So let's turn the receiver on, and it looks like this also has blue. And as I suspected, this is a fingerprint magnet because it's reflective and shiny. Now, that's not too big of a deal, but it is very apparent that there's fingerprints on it. But that's okay. And they're both fully charged, it looks like. I'm guessing that this is the charging. It's very hard to see if you're not looking at it like dead on. Yeah, so kind of especially if you're like looking at it from an angle, you can't really see them very well because they're kind of recessed underneath this like plastic cover here. They're both blinking green, so I guess they're not paired. So let's hold the pairing buttons. And they just turned solid green, so I'm guessing they're paired now. All right. So I guess all there is to do now is plug these in. This is the receiver, so I'm going to plug this into the amp here. It sticks out a bit like that, but it can fold both ways like that, which I like, and it sits just kind of flush there, or I can just fold it over to the other side. I think I kind of like this because it sits like just right. Let's grab our guitar here. Again, don't make fun of me too much. I'm not a great player, I'm not a great musician. Just plug this in over there. Now I like it when the receiver, the transmitter you can't really see. So let's see how this does. It sits out like this, and it has kind of this bent over look like that, and you can really see the LED kind of straight on. So if we, maybe we flip it around, kind of sticks out like that. There we go. It lies flush just like that. That's really nice. I like how it fits with that. Now some guitars might not be able to do that, but this is a special boy right there. Look at that one. All right, let's turn on our amp here. Hearing a tiny, tiny bit of noise, but I think that's just the amp. Let's see. It sounds like it's transmitting relatively well. Anything on the box about how far it can transmit? 2.4G wireless transmission, that's standard, 280-degree rotatable plug, battery indicator, long battery life, strong anti-interference, plug and play. All right, it's good that it has anti-interference because 2.4G is the signal that Wi-Fi uses, so it can sometimes get interference if there's a lot of Wi-Fi signal about. Usually, distance is not much of a factor. These can go on for yards and yards. I only have like 20 feet here. I can kind of go a few feet away and yeah, that still works. Not much of an issue. Let's try drive. Sounded like a sine wave there for a second. All right, that sounds pretty good. That didn't. Don't blame me. Let's turn that off. So my thoughts on this are, I do like this a good bit. The fact that it lies flush like this. The plastic is muted. That's okay. The front has fingerprint magnet. That's not that bad. It comes with the case, which is great. I love having all my stuff packed away neatly. It came with some guitar picks, which is nice. A little extra, but that's fine. I like to use my fingers, but picks are nice. What else can I say about this? It's a pretty simple thing. I like how it feels. All right, let's use it with the bass and see if there's any difference. I don't predict it. I've used a couple of these already, and they haven't had much issue, although sometimes there is some distortion when you put too much gain into it, because basses are bassy. Come here. And we always have to admire the handiwork on this thing. Look at that, shiny. So we were able to just pull this out, and we can plug it right into our bass. All right, we heard a bit of noise there for a second, but that's okay. That sticks out like that. Let's see if I can... Uh-oh, what's that? I'm having a bit of a whine. Hear that? Maybe that's some interference. I can move this around. Maybe my port is a little loose. Tighten that up. There's some interference going on when I have it angled this way, because when I angle it a different way, isn't that weird? For now, I'll just angle it like that. That's not great. You don't want to have to kind of finagle with your transmitter to not get noise. But if it works flat like that, that's fine, I guess. There's always some issue with bass. Let's see. It's pretty good. I have to plug pretty hard to get that distortion. But it's there, it's still there. Right there. I'm hearing a little bit of a click. Hear that? Maybe that's just the way the string works, but I'm not loving it. Anyway, maybe it has to do with the angle of this. There's something going on here that I'm not too sure of. It might have to do with my bass, because the port sometimes loosens up. But let's try drive. We definitely get some noise there. All right, that sounds pretty good. There is the issue with this, but otherwise, it sounds pretty good. It does get minus points, not like we have a point system anyway. But in general, I do like it. There's that issue though, so that kind of balances out. The carrying case I do like, so that kind of bumps it back up. So there we go. I was just getting on my nerves a little bit. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about it besides that. These are pretty simple products here. Let's see, anything else I should note? Guitar wireless system. Maybe stick to the guitars with this, as with bass. It doesn't seem to do too well, but if you're just practicing, it might be fun to use without a cable. I do like the freedom without the cable to trip me up. Not that it affects it too much. But otherwise, yeah, that's it. We're gonna unplug these, make sure that it's powered off. We don't want to overuse our batteries there. Come here. Get a final look at these. See our ring light in the reflection there. That's how shiny those are. Wait. Whoa. And then these fold. These hold solidly, and I like how it folds flush. So let's just fold those back. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Peace.